Yeah.
Let's go. Together for old time's sake.
AB is really out there training with Gervonta Davis's team, man. That makes a big difference.
Post is trying to let the world know he's going to be a completely different fighter. And as you see here, he's posting his black Nike boots. Now, technically, we usually say when you have Nike Air Force Ones, the black ones, that means some sort of bad energy. You're going to bring it. It's a thugging thing. And he's showing the Nike boots and saying it's time. He's going.
The tension is real. Gervonta, Tank Davis, and Lamont Roach are set for a rematch that feels less like a fight and more like unfinished business. Their first bout ended in a controversial draw. Some called it a robbery. Others said Tank looked vulnerable. Either way, both men walked out unsatisfied.
But I think Tank can pull off the victory.
Do you think Tank has more to prove because of what everybody was saying about him, that he did take the knee, that he should have been counted as a knockdown, he should have lost that fight? Do you think Tank has more to prove?
No, I don't think he got what to prove. What he proving? He ain't lose.
Good.
Yeah,
Anything else you got to say to the fans?
Nah.
All right, man. Thank you, Darrell.
Call a heavy-handed fighter, but Jason, if you watch this fight, you will see a guy that's very slick, who's very confident, and this is the dynamic I think all of us did not take enough account into. Tank is from the DC, Baltimore area, as is Lamont Roach. They have sparred together, they've had amateur bouts together, and when I spoke to Lamont, when there were rumors about this bout, he told me flat out.
Now it's different. Tank has transformed his training camp, bringing in heavier sparring, new tactics, and even Adrien Broner for motivation and intensity.
If I don't win convincingly, if I don't knock him out, or if I don't beat it out of him, they not gonna give it to me. Tank know I can't go another 12 again, cause they gonna really say I have been exposed. That's one of the famous words. He's exposed. He exposed them. You know what I mean? That's the everybody say now. So Tank not trying to hear that neither. So Tank gonna be looking really going there seek and destroy, but Lamont gonna be on the same.
I feel like the relationship that they got or they had, you know, as far as coming up together and kind of knowing the same people, working with the same people, it kind of was more of the fight was more of like I feel like so Roach came out and fought his best fight that he could possibly fight, right? Against Tank. He came out with his A game, boom. And I feel like Tank came in that fight not underestimated.
No more casual energy. This is Tank in lockdown mode. He's not just trying to win, he's trying to silence everything.
Do you think he wins that rematch with Lamont Roach?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know.
Does a lot of it hinge on Gervonta and like which version he shows up with? And no disrespect to Roach, but you know what I mean.
No, that is disrespect for the Roach, and like y'all fight fans.
Stuck in the pack house. Fight everybody want to see.
Do you think that Lamont can build on what he did rounds 8, round 9, round 10, and so on and so forth?
They ain't seen Lamont told y'all the press time he got a big bag. Y'all ain't seen half of that shit he got.
Okay. If you don't get the Gervonta Davis rematch, Shakur Stevenson has said,
and it was something probably that Lamont and his team already knew because they have a history with Gervonta Davis, and some of the things they've talked about to us and whatnot is Gervonta had natural God-given talent. He had natural blazing speed, twitch muscles, and power. Lamont didn't have that God-given talent, but you know where they evened out the stakes because it was such a big difference. Character and backbone. Lamont has a ton of character and backbone. Gervonta has none. So as soon as you push back on
But Roach isn't backing down. He shocked the world by standing toe-to-toe with Tank for 12 gritty rounds. Now he's coming for respect. more focused, more dangerous. Roach believes this time he gets the job done. And the rivalry? It's boiling over.
Choice but to give Lamont the rematch, based off how close the first fight was and how controversial it was. But I have so many questions heading into this highly anticipated rematch. Can Lamont Roach finish the job and get a W after a controversial scorecards that led to a draw? 2 judges favored the fight being in a draw, 1 favored Tank Davis winning that fight. But it was so controversial because in that 9th round, Gervonta Davis willingly took a knee after getting grease in it.
One coming up with
I
Tank
hope he don't fight Lamont, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just going to look bad on the fight with me. So it's going to look like somebody else already did it. I want
You want Tank to knock you out, yo.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I heard him say before. I heard him say, like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
Look, that sound good. That sound real good, but she's too little.
Roach giving him a tough fight. What do you
I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left. So he better be on his A game.
Did you think Lamont won the first fight? 154 and fight.
I asked 2 questions at the same time. I ain't get shit y'all just asked.
Do you really want to move up to 154 after this fight and fight and come again?
Yo, you know, I kind of said 154. I probably was stretching it. I'm stretching 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147.
Social media jabs, deleted threats, fighters and fans choosing sides. Shakur Stevenson says Roach can expose Tank again.
I happen to be a boxing fan, that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's gonna be soon. I'm hoping it's gonna be.
You fought 0. What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's gonna be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't get me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night.
That's his power after being in there for 12.
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's
Ryan Garcia believes Davis will bring a new level of aggression. And legends like Roy Jones Jr. say this fight could define both legacies. This isn't just a rematch, it's a reckoning.
It's going to end with somebody being on the canvas, in my opinion. But I think that Lamont Roach, I want to give a shout out to Lamont Roach for, putting up such a, amazing performance. We never seen anyone stand there toe-to-toe with Gervonta Tank Davis. We never seen anyone there throwing punches, power punches, at Tank Davis and not being
punch I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Oquendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie.
You was watching the fight. How was that? Going the way I thought it was gonna go. He was just touching him up though. Like, I was like, damn. Like, I ain't expecting to do all this. Like, I told everybody, bet it's gonna go the distance. I said, nobody knocking my little big head man out. Not happening, bro.
August 16th in Vegas. Pride, power, and legacy are all on the line. Who takes it? A refocused Gervonta Davis or a hungry Lamont Roach ready to rewrite the story? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest fight updates.